So yesterday, Femi Otedola's book was trending. Somebody posted that when he opened the book, the very first thing he saw was North London, on the streets of North London. So the guy was like, so this guy life started in North London. He started in North London. The guy thought saying, I once him close the book. I was like, bro, you never even check Dangote own. You never see Dangote own. Now why they close the Otedola book? If you see Dangote own, you go read that book to the end. Wallahi. Otedola was small. Just listen to this video of Dangote.
Let me tell you something, Nicola. For example, when I decided to go into industry, you know what I did? I sold all my properties in the US. I had 2 houses in the US, big mansions, and I had a house in UK. And I wanted to really sit in Nigeria and concentrate. Why? Sometimes when you own a house, a holiday home, anywhere, you have to create that time to go and use that property. So now my life is very simple. Wherever I go, I use hotels, I pay. When I leave, nobody will call me and say I have a burst pipe or something is wrong. So I'm committed to what I do. And
Dangote said before he went into industry, he sold all his properties outside the country. He sold 2 houses in America. Now, Dangote emphasized on the type of houses he sold. He said he did not just sell any house. He said he sold 2 mansions. Mansions in America. He sold 1 property in United Kingdom. Now, let's do our research. What year was Dangote born? Dangote was born in 1957. When did Dangote start his Dangote group? When did he go into industry? 1981. Meaning Dangote was 24 years when he went into industry. This is somebody who said before he went into industry, he sold all his properties. So at the age of 24, Dangote had 2 mansions in USA, had a house, had a property in United Kingdom at the age of 24. Let it sink in. Let it sink in. Meaning, he probably bought all those properties when he was like 20 years or 18 years, because he would have had those properties for a while for him to say, okay, he's selling it. He never started Dangote Group. He never manufactured 1 grain of salt or 1 grain of cement. He already had 2 properties, 2 mansions in the United States, 1 property in United Kingdom. At the age of 24. Think of that age. Where were you at the age of 24? Were you done with university? Dangote already had mansions all over the world. Another thing you should note, you should take note of is Dangote was not selling those properties because he needed the money to go into industry. Listen to that guy carefully. He said he was selling it so that he can focus. So that he can focus on working in Nigeria. So that he can be committed to working in Nigeria. That was the main reason why he was selling it. He didn't want to be traveling and be making out time to be going to those properties. He needed time to focus. He wanted to just stay in Nigeria full time. And that was the reason why he was selling it. Meaning, he already had money for the industry. That money that he got from selling those properties, he just probably kept it in 1 bank. Because if he needed that money, if he needed the money from those properties to go into industry, he will say, I needed money I needed money to go into industry in Nigeria, and that was when I decided to sell on my property. No, that's what they say. He was selling it just because he didn't want to be making out time to be going there to be wasting time. He didn't want to have time to be whiling away time all over the world. He just wanted to focus on his business. And you think you're on the same playing field with these guys. These guys had serious head start in life. They had serious head start. Serious one. The one that you cannot even imagine. And I feel at a point in time, all of us need to just come to the realization that everybody cannot be a billionaire. Some people will still die relatively poor because these guys had serious head start. That's just the truth. They had serious head start. Don't even think about it. So Femi Otedola's own is even small because that one they just gave birth to. He started his career from North London. We're talking of at 24 years. Somebody already had mansions all over the world. And you think you and such a person are equal. There's somebody I like to use as an example. Somebody that can come out and say, okay, I started from ground zero. I started with nothing, which is Coscaris. See, let me tell you the truth here. Because Karis got a license from the Nigerian government, and that license gave him the exclusive right to import stuff into Nigeria. Like, there were only few people that could import that thing into Nigeria. Just imagine Nigerian government comes to them and say, it is only you that can import Apple product into Nigeria. You are the only one who has the exclusive right to import iPhones, iPad, MacBooks into Nigeria. Do you know what that means? Do you know the kind of head start that is? Any MacBook, just imagine, once you bring in 10 containers of Apple product, Nigerians will rush it from the port. When the thing just land, you have sold out. Because Karis said he made $2.5 million when his container landed in Nigeria. Allegedly, that he made $2.5 million, like in 1970 something, 1980 something. Once this container landed, he made $2.5 million. That time the Naira was real strong. Look at the kind of head start these guys had. Serious head start. Serious head start in life. I am telling you, I'm of the opinion that if most of these billionaires had the exact same experiences that a regular Nigerian had, or if they were born into the families of a regular Nigerian, most of them will be the exact same way our lives are. Like, most of them will be poor. Most of them will never achieve those amount of billions. If they were born into regular Nigerian families, most of them will be poor. If most of them didn't get head start from the government, if they didn't get all this special treatment or this special stuff, they will never have accumulated all those millions and billions that they have accumulated in their life. They will never have done it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. At the age of 24, person get 2 mansions. 2 mansions. He had to emphasize on that mansion because you need to understand that even to him, it was a serious mansion. It was not a normal house. In a nutshell, what I'm saying is, you may never become a billionaire. That is the truth. You may never become a billionaire, and it is fine. It is fine. You should never look at the Dangote's life, look at all these big names' life, and then you're feeling bad about yourself. No, you didn't have exactly the experience of those people. You didn't. You didn't. If Dangote was born in your family, Dangote will not be Dangote. Now me, they tell you. Now me, they tell you. You get some kind mind where you go need get. You get some kind things where you go don't see for you to do it in Dangote do. The kind of family where they born Dangote into, like, this guy already had a father that was the richest man in West Africa. So he already knew that, wow, it's a possibility. It's something I can do. It's something I can do. The guy saw the way his grandfather was operating across Africa. He knew that, he saw the horizon like, wow, this is where I can operate on. But somebody that is born in my village, somebody that is born into your family, you just be like, wow, if I can just drive Okada, I've made it in life. Oh. If I can just drive Toyota Corolla, I've made it in life. Oh. If I can just have my own house, 1-2 bedroom, I've made it in life. Oh. Do you understand? And that is where the person's mind will be reaching. But that Dangote already saw the horizon. It was like, wow, look at what I can achieve. Look at my grandfather. Look at what I can operate in. Look at the levels I can operate in. And then, of course, with all the head start in the world that they got, you just get back to you. 24 years, you already have millions and billions everywhere. So, it's easier for you to do a massive scale of business when you have such amount of money than somebody that has never even seen 100,000 or 1 million naira in his life. So don't feel bad. You might never become a billionaire. Make peace with it. Make peace with it. But most of these guys, what they had, that thing that made them rich, you don't have it. And you don't have it.